Hello everyone, welcome back on the channel. Today I want to share with you what's up and about with VORTIC United. Okay, so this protocol has been getting a lot of attention on YouTube recently, and I see many people going into it or considering it, but they don't know the whole story. Okay, so I'm gonna bring you the whole story, spill you the beans about VORTIC United. All right. I don't care what they show up as documents, all of those can be forged, and they most likely are forged. I mean, they are all forged. Let's go straight to the point. They are all forged because Vortic United, it's not what they want you to believe. If you want to go in, go in. Some people got in very early, and I saw that this platform run for, I don't know, over 6 months. This one um, was up and running in the last quarter of 2022, I believe. So it's well over 6 months of being live and paying people. And usually people think, okay, if it has been running and paying for so long, it cannot be a scam or a Ponzi scheme, whatever. Um, you shouldn't think like that, because if you heard about this guy called Bernie Madoff, he ran the biggest Ponzi in history for decades, okay? And he hang out with prominent politicians, wealthy people, and yeah, he did end up behind bars, and he was caught, and the whole scheme was just shown to be just a Ponzi. So don't think just because it has been running for a long time it's safe, because it's not. Okay, also, if you go here on Vortic United website and scroll down, you will see like this guy Jensen Rawls, the so-called CEO and founder, and you see the picture and you think he's doxed, it's safe. Well, guys, it's not safe. For all I know, he could even be a hired actor for this Vortic United heist, because that's what it is. It's a heist. It's gonna crash sooner or later. I don't care if he's been running for 6 months or 9 or 1 year. Like I told you, Bernie Madoff ran his whole scheme for decades, okay? And it involved prominent people in society. And yeah, eventually it did crash, and it will crash the same with Vortic United. The question is when, not if, but when. Okay, so there are a lot of things that you can just come and check for yourself and see that Vortic United is a legit business. So here is the first thing that I really find odd. I wouldn't call it a big red flag, but I found odd at least that they only have a Facebook group here for people to check out on their social media. Such a big company should have a representation in every mainstream social media channel, I would say, not even a Telegram channel. And I've seen so many rugs for the past years in crypto, and I mean, they all, for the most part, had at least a Telegram group. Okay, so these ones don't even have a Telegram group, which is rather odd in my opinion. So the way I look at these protocols, guys, I mean, if you want to go in, there's definitely money to be made there. I mean, this has been running for, like I said, over 6 months. The people who got in on the first month, on the first couple months, they took a huge risk. Of course, this is super high risk. There's no smart contract involved. You're depositing funds in someone else's wallet. The website, for all we know, it could go down tomorrow. No one can tell you how long it will run. But the people who got in early, they are doing some really good money with these high yields that these guys bring. Okay, is it safe for you to go in now? In my opinion, it's not. And from my experience, um, the way I look into these things, it's like an ancient ruin. That's why the channel is the Crypto Explorer. We are all pioneers in this uh, age of DeFi, right? There's a lot of risk. There's a lot of money to be made. There's high risk, high reward games, right? So when you go into these protocols, be careful. Know what you're going into. And one of the things that I look out for is this getting a lot of attention on YouTube? Because if it is, usually, doesn't mean that it's 100%, but usually it will crash sooner rather than later. And Vortic United has been getting a lot of attention. Luckily, some people are already warning about the scam that this is, so don't be fooled about it. There's not only promotional videos, but there's videos telling you how it is. Okay, so basically this has no smart contract involved. All right, you're just sending your funds to someone else's wallet, and hopefully you'll get at least your initial back. um, and also, not only being under the radar is a big thing, and this is already way on the radar, but also the fact that this protocol had already shown recently some issues with payments. They were claiming to have some issues with Bitcoin for some reason that I don't recall. But usually when they come up with these excuses, it's not a good sign on the reliability of the protocol. They usually start to experience issues in payments, and then a couple weeks, a month after, they can crash. Okay, usually doesn't mean that it will happen with Vortic United. Okay, but like I said, the way that you should approach this type of plays, if you want to get in and if you are willing to take the risk, you got to look at it as you're an explorer in this DeFi era, right? And you go into these temples, and these temples are filled with loot, right? Riches, valuable stuff that you can earn a lot of money in it, but you also will take a lot of risks going in, because the temple, the ruin can crash at any point, right? Like in Raiders of the Lost Ark with Indiana Jones, like the temples in Tomb Raider, right? Those type of movies that you see, where people are just exploring these things, they are booby trapped all the way up. There's booby traps all over the place. So think about it, like when it gets a lot of attention, there's a lot of people going in and exploring, right? So the likelihood, the probability that someone triggers a booby trap, it's much higher. That's how I look at it. Okay, so be wary when you go into these things. That's also why I say I think it's safer when they are flying under the radar. All right. On the other hand, when they start showing those payment issues, it's usually because people already took almost all of the loot. So there's nothing to be taken. And if you go in, well, you're gonna get wrecked because everyone took the loot. You're in the top of the pyramid. Now you're just left holding your bag and facing the consequences, right? This is how you should approach these projects. Can money be made? Definitely. I have my own rules that I just shared with you. Doesn't mean that you will make money 100% of the times. It's just my own guidebook. If I want to go into this extremely risky place, that's just how I perform my my assessment of the risk. All right. So Vortic United, I did miss it when it launched. So when I only got to know about it when it started getting much attention on YouTube, like I said. And when I saw it, I was like, okay, this is another HIP protocol. And if you don't know what those HIP protocols are, let's go ahead and show you. So there's this website, and there are others that people just can come in. They pay for the service of setting up their HIP protocol, and they will be set up by this company, and they will give you professional HIP templates. You see, generally we design professional and unique HIP templates for all major HIP manager scripts like Gold Coders, HScript, etc. Moreover, we use latest technologies with attractive animations to make sites better. So they never do say that it's a scam, but you can understand from what they write here that they are setting up the siren song, that allure to bring people in and make them believe what they're looking at, it's real. Okay, but it's just an illusion. So Hype UK company for $65. Company registration is very important for the Hype website. Every Hype website has this as a common feature to grow more trust in investors. So we are providing UK company registration for the Hype website. So you see, this as a common feature to grow more trust and investors. So, like I said, I have nothing against this type of protocols. I mean, if you know what you're getting into, okay? So if you know, you know, and you take your risks. But if you don't know the risks, that's why I'm doing this video, right? So even SSL and Trust Seals, do you need SSL for your HIP website? We provide normal SSL to EVSSL. It's one of the most important things you need for your HIP website. This will guard your site from hacking, okay? So they have other features here, like you can see these templates that they have. Some are cheaper. Some, if you go for one which is custom tailored, it will obviously more expensive. Um, and if you need those UK company registration, here it is, 65 bucks. It will get you incorporation certificate, memo, random, share certificate, no ID required. So it's all BS, it's all bogus, it's all part of the act, right? It's a forged document. You type your desired company name, you wait 2-3 working days, you get it. Or if you're in a hurry to get your HIP protocol up and running, you'll pay 20 bucks on top of those 65, and in 5 hours you get it. So you see how easy it is. But don't go ahead and just do your own scam sites, okay? I'm just bringing you information. Hopefully you will not use it for the wrong reasons, all right? Don't use the dark side of the force, right? Google My Business verification with UK company, 700 bucks. Google My Business listing, 10 5-star reviews, because those are also helpful to mislead people, right? Business address to your UK company, deliver in 10-15 UK working days, UK incorporation included. Type your company name, boom, you get it. Once again, if you want it in a hurry, urgent, 20 bucks more, and you get it in 5 hours. So this is it, guys. That's what VORTIC United is all about. It's no other than a HIP protocol. All the documents that you will see will be forged. Even if you go into the UK website where you can see the house services, and you see there will be a company name with this number, it's a company name that they did register, but it's not real, okay? They registered just for tax purposes, because if they would be a legitimate company, they would be needing those this number that they got from the registering of the company to pay taxes. But they're not going to pay taxes, because that's not what they are aiming to do, okay? They're just going to collapse, run this until it collapses. Let's go here to the Contact Us tab, and you will see. All right, so here we are, Contact Us tab of VORTIC United. Only thing you have is like this very simplistic message that you send them through the website. There's no address of any office. If they have like proof of having an office in the UK, which they don't, they have like some random address that you can check. I'm going to show you. So here it is. This is the registration on the UK Gov company houses services, right? So they have this registered office address, which is just probably just a PO box that they are paying for. There's probably no office there. I'm not in London, I don't know, but that's my guess, and I don't think I'm wrong. So why is this address not stated here, right? Also, they did open like this grand opening in Istanbul, right? Big office opening. There's the video for it here. And why is not this office address also listed in the website, right? Crazy. It's because there's nothing. This is just a facade. This is just probably an office that they are renting on this hotel. Anyone could do that, right? You pay up, you get your office floor. That's it. And that's what's happening with this one. So let's go ahead and check out a little bit more of the video, because there's also some really interesting things. I want you to check it yourself about it. So see all these banners. Let's go back here. I want to show you all these banners. So this is the whole gang. Like, for all I know, this could be all paid actors, or even just people who were there just for the food, because there's some foods and beverage, right? I don't know. So this is the whole gang, right? The heist team. They're doing the heist. This is the office. Let me go back because it was before this that they did show the floor with just the setup. All right, so here it is, some nice feeling shots with just bird's eye view of what's going on. So here it is. This is what I wanted to show you. So let's just go back a couple seconds. Here it is. So this office, basically what's happening here, there's a bunch of flat screens, a bunch of VORTIC United flags. The flag screens are not connected to any computer that I can see. Probably, okay, so let's assume the computers are there and they're hidden. But these flags and the roll-up banners, um, they are just something that anyone can get. If you go to any sort of expo on any sort of business activity, you can get to see every company there will have like these sort of roll-up banners, these flags, these nice plaques in the walls. Any marketing company can provide these services for people to pay. So you go there and you say, hey, this is my company, Vortic United. You provide them the logos that you can also get designers to do to you. This is just part of the act, guys. They have to invest some into it, and this was probably invested using money that people deposited in the platform because it has been running since last year, right? And the office only open now. So there's a lot of cover up that you should be aware of. Also, they don't show anything. This video doesn't show you proof of anything. It would be much more valuable if they would show people the real trades, the proofs of the trade, but they also have some excuse not to do so. And the craziest part is that I saw some YouTubers in other videos, they were sharing the same room with this guy. He was sitting in the middle of the two YouTubers. He was just nodding the head to whatever script they were reading from, and it was the craziest thing because those YouTubers claim to have seen proof. Maybe they saw something, but does it make it legit? I highly doubt it. I don't know if they're getting a cut, if they're also getting paid, if they're part of the team of the heist team, right? I don't know what's up. I just know it's shady, and you should be aware of what you're getting into. Okay, so this is all you should know about Vortic United. You see this guy here, earn online, fraud ahead. This guy knows what's up. All right. This guy knows what's up. Also, Binance, what's the name of the guy? Binance and stuff. He did a really cool video. Where was it? It was here. Okay, never mind. So there's a lot of people already covering how this thing is an act, and showing you the red flags basically. So there's nothing wrong with going into these protocols as long as you know what you're getting into. Okay, so that's why I did the video. You should be aware of the whole story, not only the pretty things, the siren song that they want you to believe in. Okay, so for all of you crypto explorers out there, this is what you should know about these abandoned temples, about these abandoned ruins filled with treasures for people to raid and loot from. Okay, but it comes with risks. Okay, it's rigged. It's rigged with filled with booby traps. You have to be cautious. You have to go in on your tiptoes. And if you do so, and if you're lucky, you will get your riches. Okay, but not to um, without tremendous risks. All right. That's what you should know about it. That's the whole point of the channel, sharing information about it with you guys. So hit that like button if you took some value from this video, and subscribe for more of this type of content. I'm gonna wrap this one up. Thank you for watching. Take care and stay safe, because you just got shown how crazy this crypto world can get. Although this is not really crypto, but you know what I mean, right? Okay guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.